Hello, welcome to the Cruise Diary and welcome to Visby in Sweden. It's a small island in the Baltic. It's only about 30 miles long, 10 miles wide, and very quiet. We've brought the weather with us, but the captain has told us to be back on board early because he says by lunchtime this weather could all change and he's expecting a gale. And if it gets really bad, we may not even be able to get the ship out of port. So we'll see what happens. We're going to make the most of the weather now and see what there is here in Visby. Let's have a look. And the answer actually is not very much, but what there is really pretty.
And we have this law that says everything you bury in your own ground when you're alive, and they had a disaster. But 700 so far.
This used to be the harbour, sort of nearly 1,000 years ago, and a big trading port too. And they're still finding stuff. Apparently a couple of years ago they found £30 million worth of silver just lying on the beach. And the finder got 10%. But it's sort of built up, all the refuse from the city built up, and it's sort of like land reclamation by accident. And that's why the main port is now down there. And this is a beautiful park. It's a beautiful little town, actually. It was very quiet, as you can see. Some really lovely bits, like this fountain. But actually, to fill a day's Shorex here was a little difficult.
Doesn't look as bad as originally envisaged by the agent at this morning's arrival. It will close in later, but in view of the fact that I'm comfortable with the conditions not changing in the time frame that we're planned to be here, so I'm extending back again the sailing time till 5 p.m, and all aboard time will be 4:30 and we'll sail at 5 p.m.
Welcome to Klaipeda in Lithuania. The weather's turned, which is never going to help, but this is actually quite a depressing place. Independent from the Soviet Union only about 20 years ago, and you get the impression that they've not quite worked out yet how to deal with it. We've just been on a tour actually, and all we've seen are a couple of somewhat overrun and uninspiring graveyards, a lot of Soviet era accommodation blocks, and the highlight of the tour seems to be this, which is a meat market, and we're meant to be staying here for half an hour. Well, actually we were done in about 2 minutes. strange place. Interesting, obviously, who comes to Lithuania for any reason actually, but who comes on a cruise? But I don't know, there's actually quite an air of melancholy about the place. As I say, the weather doesn't help, but I think this is one of those stops where we're on the return leg of the cruise now, and I think this is one where I may as well stay on the ship, to be honest. However, first of all, we had to go back into town, and there was a little market set up for us. Nothing much there, frankly. And you can see, pretty deserted, just one police car watching over us. And this apparently is the smallest monument in Klaipeda. It's the lucky rat. Apparently you stroke the lucky rat and you get good luck. So that's Klaipeda then, in Lithuania, not a place that you visit very often. Not the happiest of places in some ways, but at least we've ended up in quite a nice bar. So that's it from here. See you back on the ship.